When a restaurant has great service and excellent food, no wonder it's so successful after 3 years. Let's visit Harvest on Huron for their upcoming 3rd anniversary.
All right, Pat, I hope you enjoyed your meal so far.
It's been wonderful. Tell me exactly what this was.
A little ragu of escargot, fava beans, salsify, asparagus, touch of foie gras butter. To your liking, Mr. Pearson?
Oh, it's wonderful.
Yeah. Rod, you care for a glass of wine? You working on something?
I'm good.
You're fine, Pat. I hope you enjoyed your meal.
Thank you.
Great.
We're here with Tom Powers. Hi, Tom.
Hey, David. How are you today?
I'm great, and actually we're here celebrating what's very close to being the 3rd year anniversary of Harvest on Huron.
That's correct.
Well, it's great, you know, because a lot of restaurants have not made their 3rd year, but you're actually busier now than you were before. I mean, why?
Well, I think we've really focused on the food and the service, the music, the entire experience. And by having the owners in the dining room, I think it really adds an extra dimension to the guest experience, one that they've really enjoyed and enabled us to create tasting for them, but also to get their feedback on ways that we can better serve them.
You've also got something else. You've got a great chef in the kitchen.
Indeed.
Al Sternweiler. And but before we talk about Al a little bit, because I want to watch him cook, tell me about Harvest. What is it?
It's a American restaurant with global influences on the menu. Little French, Asian, Nuevo Latino, and then certainly the game that Alan specializes in.
Okay, and we'll talk about that. Tell us what we've got here, because these are 3 of my favorites.
Okay. Here we have the crab cake, the rock shrimp.
Now, not so fast. Tell me about the rock. This is a special. I'll have to take a bite. Go ahead.
Okay.
Tell me, this is a special
Rock shrimp
dish.
is done with soba noodles, Asian vegetables, and a little habanero cream sauce. This has probably been the most celebrated dish on the appetizer menu.
It's spicy, it's sweet, it's crispy, it's and of course the tuna.
Tuna, sushi quality tuna, lightly seared, served very rare, crispy wonton, and bean sprout salad with a little wasabi vinaigrette around the plate.
Chef Alan. Alan, I don't know if anybody know, I mean, how many people know Alan that well, but he's a hunter by hobby.
Indeed.
And he started bringing his game back and started cooking it. And
well, we're not able to use the game that Alan actually finds in the field. But it's a passion for him. When not over a stove, he's typically wandering through a field or stream somewhere, and I think has a unique hand in the way that he handles the product, really understands the inherent components of the proteins, and then serves it in a very appealing way to the guests. I mean, Alan is the substance to our style. He's what pulls the entire restaurant concept together.
Hi, my name is Al Sternweiler. I'm the executive chef of Harvest on Huron, and today we're going to make a little ragu of morel mushrooms, escargot, asparagus, salsify, and fava beans. I'm going to touch it off with a little bit of garlic, fresh herbs, and some foie gras butter. First off, we're going to start off by slowly taking the morel mushrooms and just lightly cook them. We don't want to caramelize them. We don't want to brown them off. We just slowly want to cook them. We're going to add a little bit of salt, get going, a little fresh pepper, and just slowly cook them. As they start to cook up a little bit, we'll get our escargot working in there. Once again, not too much high heat. We just want to slowly cook them. There we go. Escargot. Just warm the escargot and morel mushrooms up a little bit. And at this point, a little touch of garlic. Notice the pan, no caramelization, just a light sweat on the mushrooms and escargot. And then we're going to deglaze a little bit of cognac.
As Al's deglazing the pan, I'll finish the cognac.
You'll be deglazing yourself. Got a nice little brandy mushroom escargot broth there. At this point, we're going to add a little touch of heavy cream. Not too much, just a little bit. Maybe about a half a tablespoon. Right there. Lighten it up a little bit, give it a little lighter color. Okay. Time for a little asparagus. Time for a little bit of the salsify and fava beans. Work that down. And at the last minute, we're going to whisk in a little foie gras butter, which is foie gras whipped with some unsalted butter. Then at the very last moment, right before you serve us, a little bit of chive, a little bit of parsley, Stir that in. Hold on. There you are. Thank you, Dave.
So can Al Sternwell how to cook or what?
He's the man.
The man. Let's talk about what we've got here, because we're back to the entrees, and I'll move my little props here.
All right. Here we have a little sautéed striped sea bass, little haricot vert, diced mushrooms, and then here we have the pheasant.
I always thought haricot vert was like a really erotic thing, but it's a green bean.
It sounds better in French when we say haricot vert. It sounds so much more sophisticated that way.
Okay.
Here we have the pheasant. It's a pheasant breast that's bound with a house-made pheasant sausage, a Vermont cheddar cheese-infused grits, mushrooms, and a pomegranate jus. This is really, Alan's specialty is game, and it's not to suggest that he doesn't do fish beautifully. We do a great filet mignon, but Alan's known for his duck, his pheasant, and certainly the venison, which is always a special in-house.
And this is Harvest on Huron, and you're going to give me your phone number and your address and when you're open.
We're at 217 West Huron between Wells and Franklin. Phone number is 312-587-9600. See you soon.
Thank you.